Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie.
Funding for Chautauqua Sunrise is provided in part by the County of Chautauqua Industrial Development Agency, with offices in Jamestown and Dunkirk, helping businesses to prosper throughout Chautauqua County. For more information on how the CCIDA can assist your business, visit choosechq.com.
From supporting people with disabilities to enjoy great lives to providing health care services that are available to anyone, the Resource Center has been improving our county for more than 60 years. Learn more about how the Resource Center makes a positive difference in people's lives.
The Hofbrauhaus in downtown Buffalo invites all our friends from Chautauqua County to experience craft beer, Bavarian food, and live entertainment. Check us out on our Facebook page and website for family-friendly events throughout the year.
From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Doc Hamels, and welcome back to Chautauqua Sunrise. A little cloudy today, a little bit black ice, so be careful if you're leaving the house sometime early this morning. Just a little bit, nothing too serious, but your driveway might be a little bit slick. Mine was. I stepped off the stairs, and all of a sudden I was gliding. So anyway, good morning, good afternoon for all my listeners around the world. We're streaming throughout everywhere. I don't know if we're maybe some other planets if they can pick up my beam here. You never know. Yeah. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, they could be watching us up there at the International Space Station. Anyways, good afternoon wherever you are out in Europe. Natalia, as always, we hope you and your friends are safe. I know you've had a long, hard, cold winter, and I hope that you're doing all right. I know that Karen, I believe, is stateside. So Karen, welcome back home. She was doing some work down in Kenya with her good friends down there. James, if you're watching, good morning. For those of you that are watching right now, live, we got a fun show in store for you. Unfortunately, my guest couldn't make it today, and it was a family and medical matter, and I hope that everything works out, and we'll just leave that there. For the listeners that are listening to my voice and my guest, my co-host, Randy Burt here today, we're going to be teaming up on a show today. For those who are listening to us on WRFA 107.9, low power to the people in Jamestown, Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Excuse me. Thank you for joining us. All right. Throughout the show, you can give us a call. 716-753-5225. All right, you may have something you want to share with us. Just say hi. It's going to be a fun show, so you might want to jump in on this. I'll explain here in a minute. This is going to be a viewer participation, perhaps. Throughout the week, if you have an announcement, as you know, I get these I don't even know what color these are. I guess it's yellow. Pages with information, announcements, and so forth. We're happy to get your information out on the line here for you. And It's free of charge. We are still, as far as I know, Justin, back me up, we're still the only live TV show in Chautauqua County. Is that true? Yeah, I've heard any different. There's no competition out there, so we're one of one. So anyways, give us a holler or send us an email throughout the week, and we'll be on the air right now till 10 o'clock. Okay? So I hope you're all doing well. Some opening comments I have for everybody is next Saturday, Randy, officially is going to be our 600th show. It was rescheduled, so we still are calling it our 600th show. My understanding is that we're going to have maybe a couple people in the audience. We're going to have some fun, and this individual that I will be paying tribute to, maybe that's the correct term, is a very good friend of mine. You'll find out who it is, but all I know is when he walks into the studio, all right, you already know it's a guy, everything lights up. The lights are brighter, the room is noisier, and we just have a wonderful time. He's a good friend of mine, and we will talk with that individual as my 600th guest next week. I can't wait. Well, the weather has been interesting. I think yesterday we had spring, fall, and winter. Hey, what about that storm the other night? Did you have that? We have, and Justin, you know this, we have like a sunroom, which is like a three-season room, which has a fireplace in it, but we close it off in the wintertime because it's just too cold to keep it heated. And I had it open because that evening it was like in 40s or something like that, had the fireplace going. All of a sudden that hail started hitting that window. First time in all the years we've lived here, which is almost 40 years, I thought for sure that it was going to break the glass. That's how hard the hail was hitting the house. It was just little tiny beads, as it turns out, but it was really, really strong, and lightning, thunder, wow. And then yesterday we started out with spring, then it became fall, and then today here we are back in winter again. Well, my wife's family has a little saying about daffodils. You ever hear that? How many times it's supposed to snow on the daffodils? 43 times or so. So it seems, no, it's like 3 times or something like that, major snowfall from here on out. But Justin, I know you like planting flowers. Our daffodils are actually up this high. I don't know if you've got them at your house. The snow melted and I looked and I go, what are those? I go, holy cow, those are flowers popping up. Brody's very happy dog at my house because now we can get out and walk around the property. We were kind of relegated to the driveway because the snowbanks were so high. So anyways, probably, I don't know, 85% of the snow is gone. Snowshoes, yeah. Well, yeah, back then we could have, sure. Brody would have gotten like up to here in the snow. Anyways, it looks like we've turned the corner, but we're supposed to get a little bit of snow this weekend, so we're not out of the snow stretch here yet, but we're still going to have snow, but I don't think it's going to be too bad, I hope. Anyways, we made it. Olympics, kind of interesting. Watching some of the events. I still wonder what I would have done if I ever had a chance, and I still say bobsled, but when we were kids, we always went sliding down Delaware Park with our plastic saucers, and we'd hook legs, you know.
Like, you go down there in a flying saucer.
We would take 3 of us, and we would interlock our legs, and it was almost like a bobsled team. And I remember one time we were coming down, and this little kid wasn't even paying attention. I literally picked the kid up and handed him, and we all handed him back to each other to get him out of the way. But good times, but we thought we were Olympians, so good, lots of fun. So, it's good. Today we're going to do a kind of a fun show I mentioned. Randy and I are going to expand our awareness and vocabulary, and we're going to encourage all of you to do the same. I found some terminology on Facebook, of all places, and it refers to body parts. Now, none of them are going to be like, risque or anything like that. These are going to be parts that you're going to say, really? I didn't know that. And they're going to be words that probably are mostly from Latin derivations, and I actually have what they are. So for those of you who are watching, if you want to join me, Linda, Mike from Portland, whomever, get a piece of Sue, whoever else is watching out there, get a piece of paper, number 1 through 14, and we're going to get to it in a little bit, okay? And if you want to call in and say, what did you just say? We'll talk about it. But we're going to take a word. I'm going to hold it up, and I'll explain it later, but you get to write down what you think that body part is. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I guarantee it, Randy. If I took the thing, I would know 2 out of the 14.
I would say this hurts. That hurts. That hurts.
The aging process. So anyway,
have
we're
that.
going to have some fun. Okay. Also, last week here in the studio, we filmed Oak Island Plus, episode 32. I posted it on our Facebook page and on Chautauqua Sunrise channel. You might say, what's that all about? If you don't know, it's a series of episodes that Jim McQuiston and I developed over the last few years, and I had to go solo. Of course, as you know, Jim passed away in December, and so that is on both pages. So if you care to have a look, some of you have been following us over the last few years, it's posted. All right, let's see here. Just to wrap that portion of the show is Randy. Burt is going to be my co-host today, and we are going to have fun. Yep, there you go. If you want to go check things out, you go to Facebook, and it's Chautauqua Sunrise, okay? All right, I have some announcements. Thanks for that, Jeff, and we'll get to go on what's happening next in the county. All right, so as I mentioned, if you have things, you can send it in, and we'll be happy to do that and announce it. So let's go to slide 15, Jeff, and we'll get started. Okay, on March 5, during National Consumer Protection Week, this is real now, the Social Security Administration, or SSA, and its Office of the Inspector General will lead National Slam the Scam Day. Kind of tricky, catchy.
Sounds Olympic-like.
Yeah, National Slam the Scam Day. Take part by using tools from SSA and the Federal Trade Commission to recognize imposters, including Social Security-related scams, and stop scammers from stealing your money and personal information. I am so tired of trying to protect everything I have on the internet. You know, just when you think you got it, you don't got it. It's so frustrating. All right, so what are they saying? So help us slam the scam. Learn about common tactics and how to recognize the signs. For example, an unexpected problem or offer of a prize or government benefit increase. If it doesn't smell right, if it doesn't look right, it's probably not right. I get a PayPal notice that I have to transfer $556 like every 2 days. I don't have a PayPal account. Or I have a credit card with some company that I don't have a credit card. So what they want you to do is, of course, respond to them, give them your email address or your social security number just to check, make sure everything's all right. Don't panic. If it doesn't look right, delete it. An unexpected problem, I already read that one. Pressure to act immediately. Got to do this right away within 24 hours or your account will be removed. I don't know how many times Fairpoint, which is our company right here locally in Chautauqua County, Fairpoint was going to eliminate my account. Guess what? I'm still here. Just blow by it. Requests for unusual amounts, like I just said, or for things like cryptocurrency, gift cards, gold bars, cash, or wire transfers, even with the promise of keeping your money safe. We'll take care of you. We'll give you a special security code. Don't do it. It's too easy. My mom used to get panicky when she would get these things years ago. And I said, Mom, just don't answer the phone, don't answer the door, and just delete it. But don't do it. So spread the word, of course. You can go to ssa.gov/scam for more information. Report suspicious activities. Report it to your Social Security folks, and online they have an actual website you can go to. So anyways, just be aware that that's coming up, and they're going to be focusing on scammers who would like to sit somewhere in a dark corner on their computer with robocalls and robo-emails trying to get into your accounts. All right, let's move on to 16. Eternity in the Choral to Show at the Reg Linnaeus Center for the Arts. And we are so pleased that we have a great relationship with the Reg and WRFA. And we're going to have Anthony Merchant on here soon that is from WRFA, but we're all connected, right? So this is what's going on at the Reg. Eternity is going to be shown this Wednesday, February 25 at 7 p.m. All right, let's see if I can say these names without butchering them. Stars Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller, and Callum Turner. That wasn't too bad. In Afterlife, where souls have 1 week to decide where, this is a scary one, where to spend eternity. Joan, played by Olsen, is faced with the impossible choice between the man she spent her life with, Teller, and her first love, Turner, who died young and has waited decades and decades for her to arrive. Eternity is rated PG-13 and 114 minutes long. I'm not sure if that's a horror movie or a comedy. All right. Then Ralph Fiennes stars in The Coral, February 27, Friday at 7 p.m. As war rages on the Western Front, the Choral Society in Ramsden, Yorkshire, has lost most of its men to the army. They were drafted, probably. The choral's ambitious committee, determined to press ahead, decides to recruit local young males to swell their ranks and engage a new chorus master, Dr. Henry Guthrie. Interesting that we mentioned Guthrie these days, of course, Savannah and her family. As conscription papers start to arrive, the whole community discovers that the best response to the chaos that is laying waste to their lives is to make music together. I've never heard of this story. The choral is rated R. It's 114 minutes long. Most movies at the Reg are $8 in person, $10 online, and you can give them a call at the box office throughout the week at 484-7070. And so, something to do on a Wednesday or a Friday? Check it out. All right, let's go to slide 17. A new historical lecture series, free and open to the public, will begin this March at the Patterson Library in Westfield, just down the street on 394 from here. Known as the Fireside Lecture Series, this new programming is a collaboration between the Chautauqua County Historical Society and the library. The first lecture in the series, scheduled March 5, will feature someone that's been on the show here, Norm Carlson, the Chautauqua County historian, who will present on the Chautauqua County's ties to American independence on its 250th anniversary year. Big attention and energy is going into talking about the 250th anniversary, especially locally. I've been doing that as a historian in Ripley. We've been doing some work there. All right, I digress. The Fireside Lecture Series was developed after the library approached the Historical Society late in 2025, seeking collaboration to develop programming that focuses on history and more specifically local and regional history covering Chautauqua County and Western New York. After meeting and discussing further, the two organizations settled on a lecture series that focuses primarily on local history, but would also cover other topics related to general history as the opportunity allowed. In all, 8. Let me say that again, 8 lectures are planned for the inaugural year. The Fireside Lecture Series for 2026 will take place on the first Thursday of each month at 6 p.m. So March, April, May, June, September, there's no July in there. September, October, November, and December. Excuse me. The schedule of lectures for the first half of the year includes, of course, Norm Carlson, the history of the Grange with Pam Brown. She's the Harmony town historian. That will be April 2nd. Westfield native and Kentucky Derby champion Vince Powers with Randy Anderson from the Sports Hall of Fame. You ever hear that guy?
Oh, yes.
Now, there's a connection here. Because Reed Powers, this Vince Powers was a relative of his. And I looked it up and I believe it's true.
And Reed used to talk
Yeah,
about
there's a sign for Vince Powers.
Yep.
And the geological history of Western New York with Dr. Thomas Hegna from SUNY Fredonia in June. And more lectures will be announced through the second half of the summer. All lectures will take place at the Patterson Library. If you don't know where it is, it's 40 South Portage Street in Westfield, or 394, beginning at 6. And it's free and it's open. And you know, the longer I am the town historian, the more I appreciate what's going on over the years in our own communities and the connections that we all have. You know, I know you live in Jamestown, Randy, but Ripley and Jamestown has incredible connections, especially through the Prendergasts. A lot of people don't realize that, you know. James Prendergast had a bunch of cousins that lived in Ripley, and they all went back and forth and on and on and on and on. But anyways, so we are all working on developing the history of our communities back to the Revolutionary War. And a lot of people say, well, my granddaddy was born, was in the Revolutionary War, was born in wherever. Probably not. There weren't too many people that were around here being born in 1776. Many of them came from New England and settled in the area. So anyways, we'll move on. Slide 18, the 8th Annual Family, School, and Community Connection Symposium and Brockton School Rural Mobile Medical Unit and Health and Wellness Initiative. Boy, that's a long sentence. Event is to be held on March 13th, 2026 at the Brockton Central School. All right, we talked about this last year. Judy Rhoda, I believe, was here. This is a free event that hosts supporters of our communities, guest speakers in health and wellness services to the public free of charge. This year, there will be 2 food trucks on site for you to purchase breakfast and lunch. Again, this is March 13th. At this time, there will be 3 guest speakers with a couple more pending. Okay, who are we going to have? Sarah Wolf from Access VR, Ashley Hafner, Veterans Administration Health, and Thomas Warren, Esquire, Supervising Attorney for the Center of Elder Law and Justice. At this time, they have the following medical practices who will be on site to assist you. So we got UPMC Chautauqua, Allegheny Health Network, Westfield Memorial Hospital, Gelisano's Children's Hospital, Brooks Memorial Hospital, and Lake Erie Medical Services, Erie Retinal Research, Liberty Dental, Audio Nova for hearing, University of Buffalo Primary Care, Western New York Veterans Health Care System, Vet Center from Erie, Pennsylvania. So keep this in mind. All right, this is coming up. And there's a QR code that's on the screen. I don't know if y'all can see that, and for those who, of course, are listening, won't be able to see it, but you can check it out. But I do have a phone number if you want. You can give Miss Judy Rhoda a call at 716-450-3960. 450-3960, or you can call her office at 661-3010. 661-3010. And finally, we have a chili cook-off. Randy, you like chili?
I tried one of them one time.
Did ya? So we're going to go to slide 19, and we're going to talk about there in just a jiffy. One of my favorite organizations in the whole world is the Chautauqua Safety Village. I was one of the early founders of that organization, and they can't do enough good stuff for me. They are just awesome. So a soup cook-off. I said chili, didn't I? I stand corrected. I guess you could have chili soup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So a soup cook-off and pie auction help support the safety education classes. Okay, so they're going to have, you can try tasty soups and bread, soups cook-off, judge with cash, Venmo donations. Pie auction is a fundraiser, basket raffles. All food is provided by local restaurants and bakeries. Where is it? The Chautauqua Safety Village over on 394. It's going to start at 5:30. Where is it exactly? Go to the Hughes Center, the BOCES Center, and it's right there on the right as you pull in. Beautiful facility, Chautauqua Safety Village. Start at 5:30, pie auction at 6:30. Say hi to Jessica, the director there, and have a great time. So support that organization. We're going to take a little breather. Stay tuned. We're going to have some fun. Yeah.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up, and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
Okay, we're back. So if you want to join us in this fun little activity, we're going to spend the next little while here on the show learning about terminology on our bodies. All right. So, Randy, are you ready? You got paper and pen? I know this is I would fail. Yes, you're ready. So this is what we're going to do, folks. We're going to take our time. I'm going to hold up a term in large print here. I'm going to say the word, and then I might even give you a clue. Okay, we'll see. So most of these body parts, most of them are from your waist up, and there is one that's from your knees down, I believe. I think that's all. But I'll tell you, I'll give you little clues. Are you ready to get started?
Hey.
All right, so Justin, if you're ready on camera, the first term is philtrum, okay? And Randy, do you know what that is? You don't have to give an answer. Do you know what that is?
No.
Okay, philtrum. All right, so I'm going to tell you that this particular item on our bodies are from your shoulders up, somewhere above your shoulders. So write down your guess, and then we'll discuss it, okay? And again, the word is philtrum, okay? Philtrum, okay. So, and you can make it up. I don't care. You can pick whatever word you...
The Jeopardy theme song about it.
Yeah, it has to be put into a question. Oh, there's your answer.
Enough.
All right. So, any guess, Randy? Any guess? Doesn't matter. You just,
I want to say eyes.
You want to say something to do with your eyes? All right. Well, you were in the right area, okay? Now, I know this seems hard to believe, but this is, dogs have this, a philtrum, and we have it. It's the dip above your upper lip. So it's this part right here, that little crease there, all right? So that is your philtrum.
My philtrum.
Philtrum. All right, so there's our first. And if you look at a dog's nose, it's kind of divided, right? There's a philtrum there. So I suppose that's, I don't know if it's important or not, but when you go to the doctor and he says, my goodness, you should work on your philtrum, you might have a canker sore. I don't know. So you only have one of those, all right? So that's going up and down on your upper lip. All right. This next one is probably my favorite one. It's called your lunula. Okay? Now, if you knew Latin, you might know this word, lunula. All right, now I'm going to give you a clue, Randy. You have 20 of them. And you have some above your waist, and you have some below your waist. I'll even go below your knees. You'll have lanulas. All right, so everybody out there in TV land, write down what you think a lanula is. 20 of them. I counted them. I go, how in the world can you have 20 lanulas? And I never knew it. All right, best guess.
Fingers and toes?
Oh, you're on the right track. But what part of your fingers and toes? You're cheating over there. He's doing a Google.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So let me give you a little clue. All right.
Fingernails.
You're on the right track. He said fingernails, but it's very specific. So let's look at the word. Okay, once again, lanula, if you were to take Latin, you would know that lun refers to moon. So now look at your thumb. Anything?
The white moons on your fingernails.
Yeah, it's that little half moon. And you have them on your toes as well. Now you might say, oh, I didn't know that's what they were called. They're called lanulas. So what's important about that is how many times you've been in, well, I don't want to say everybody's been in the hospital, or you go to the doctors or whatever. What do? They look at your fingernails. They look at your toes sometimes. Because supposedly by looking at the lanulas, they can see whether you have good circulation, if they're discolored or if they're yellow or whatever. So your lanulas are actually like little windows to your health. Would you know? How you like that one?
Yeah, that one's cool.
That's a cool one. But again, it's like little half moons, and I'm staring at my lanulas, and I go, oh my gosh, they are. Did you ever hit one of those babies? And then obviously you got all those white marks on your finger.
Yeah.
Well, evidently the lanula is the new growth of your nails, that's coming up through. But
I scraped a noodle off a pan one time, and it went right up my under my fingernail.
And was going for your lanula.
Yeah, one said something. Went to the doctor. Oh, it's organic. It'll finally a fingernail came off.
Mm-hmm. And then your lanula grew.
Something grew.
I've never heard of some of these terms.
It's fingernails. I don't have it.
Hey, Randy, you've been the co-host here for me, and I do appreciate you a lot. And the fact you sit in for me so we can go on vacation. So how's it been? Do you have fun doing co-host?
I love it, except reading announcements. I
tough.
cannot read announcements.
I know a number of people that we get the announcements to sit in for me, and it's when you get to those Italian or French names in the original theater, it's like,
once you mess up one, I'm done. It's like, I always sit there like, why did I hate English and stuff like that at school so bad?
Well, I thank you. And for folks that don't know, Randy has been the cameraman behind the scenes for Oak Island Plus on just about every one of the episodes, except I think the first one. I think Jackie did the first one.
Yeah.
I think it was the first one when we were just getting started. And I was sharing with Randy earlier that I know this seems hard to believe, but your work has been seen almost 132,000 times around the world, from your side of the camera. Mm-hmm. So thank you, sir. All right, so you ready for number 3?
Yeah.
All right, for those of you who are following along with me, are you ready? Here we go. This is number 3, all right? I'm going to give it my best guess. I did not know this one at all. Glabella. The glabella. Now, in Latin, bella means beautiful. So I'm going to tell you this is from above your neck, okay? You'll find this above your neck somewhere. Your glabella. Okay, I'll give you a few seconds to think
Little cheekies,
about it. Yeah. Is that your guess, cheeks?
I guess.
All right.
Something that look
I
beautiful.
didn't realize that we had names for all these little parts of our body. Okay, so a glabella is very important in expression. You know, when we do kinds of different things. It's the space between your eyebrows, right there. This is your glabella. There, you just, yeah, it went up and down.
I hide it with glasses.
You got that one? How'd you know that one? Your glabella. So, if someone says, wow, you must be angry, your glabella is really, really tight. All right, this one is from your knee down, okay? I'm just giving you general areas. I don't want to give it away. And by the way, you only have one glabella, all right? So in this case, you have two of these. You're a hallux. You have two of these. Okay, Hallux. I'll do this for our listeners. Hallux you'll find this somewhere below your knee. Okay, just giving you a general region. I'm not trying to give you the answer.
I don't think it's a foot.
Two of these. I was shocked to see what this was. I did not know this. I took Latin. Hallux. So write down your answers. We'll give you a chance here. I gave you like 1/3 of the body to cover, Randy. Where else could it be? So what's your best guess? He's ready.
And they have something to do with the foot.
All right.
But what?
I got to tell
Bottoms?
you something. You're in the right part of the body.
Oh man, at least I'm in the right part.
You're in the right. Well, you've been close. It is part of the foot. Hey, you want to try to go any deeper on that? Your hallux.
I can't ever get down that far to see my
All
foot.
right. Have you ever stubbed your hallux?
Oh yeah.
Your big toe.
Big toe.
You have two of them as a rule.
Wrong again.
Your hallux. I did not know that. So, I remember as a kid, I was running down the stairs of our attic, and somehow I tripped, and I think I broke my left hallux.
Done that a few times.
To this day, I don't think I can bend that, so it is in bad shape. All right, hope you're having fun out there. Hallux, Hallux. All right, here we go. The next one. Again, I did not know this. This is your pinna. No. This is from your neck up. Pinna or pinna. You have two of these.
Eyebrows.
Pinna. Okay, your pinna.
I'm gonna say eyebrows.
You say eyebrows, all right. Justin, what do you think? Oh, he's over there doing Wikipedia. Yeah, you're not. What? Are you looking things up? No. Yes, you are. No. You turn red when you lie. You're like rosy red over there. Okay, Pinna. Pinna. Would you say it was?
Eyebrows.
Eyebrows. Well, you do have two eyebrows as a rule, unless you were like kids that I know that shave their eyebrows for whatever reason. The pinna is actually the outer shell of your ear. It's this part right here. Well, you can't see mine because I got hair here, but yeah, there you go. Your head handles.
Hey, cool.
Yeah. And do you know what the purpose of your pinna is? It's like catching sound.
Catching sound.
Like dogs have their ears, their big old ear, they're catching sound.
I did work with somebody that was missing one.
Oh.
Crashed a motorcycle,
Yeah.
ran over it and lost his ear.
Yeah, well, yeah, it does happen. So, and I know that, having worked with lots of folks with disabilities, lots of unfortunately some disfigurements and things like that. All right, so how many did you get right so far?
I've got 0.
0, and I too would have gotten 0. All right, so this next one, all right, number 6, in case you're keeping track, this is somewhere on your head. All right, so a lot of these are to do with your head. So here comes. Number 6 is canthus. 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 I really had no idea what this is, and for the most part, most of us have two of these. So I guess it would be canthi. But a single one would be a canthus. He's definitely looking things up over
They're on
there.
your head? I don't have anything up there.
You have nothing upstairs. Canthus. So we're
Stones.
stones.
Rocks.
In your, rocks in your
my
head? You've only got 2 of them? According to your sons, you have a lot more than that, so I don't think it's a canthus.
See your nose.
Okay, so you're saying your nose. Well,
I'm wrong.
you're wrong. You have to go a little higher. All right, you ready? This is a hard one to describe. What'd you say it was, Justin?
Well, originally I was going to say the nostrils.
So what do you think it is?
Ear canal?
Ear canal? Good guess, no. Okay, this one's a hard one, but you know when you get something in your eye and it's where the eyelids
bump
meet.
there?
No.
Oh.
Right here in the corner. This right here is called your canthus. It's where your eyelids meet, or the corner of your eye, right that little tiny spot right in there. So I don't know how many times I've gotten something in my canthus, and it itches like heck, or you're working. That's why they always say to wear goggles so you don't get something in your canthus. Okay, so we're over for 6 here, and you're gonna like this one, Justin. All right, Justin's our cameraman today, as always. You ready? Columella. Sounds like an Italian dish. A columella. Columell. Columella. Okay, and I'll give you a clue. You only have one of these as a rule.
I'm going to say brain.
You say brain?
Brain.
You have one
That
brain.
one.
Okay. Well,
I hope I only got one.
well, I will give you that it's on your head somewhere. So, Justin, what do you think?
Tongue.
I think it's your tongue. All right. Columella. All right. And would you say your brain?
Yeah.
Brain. No.
Sounds like something.
It sounds extravagant, doesn't it? Sound like something you would put in hot oil and cook. No. All right, let's see if I can do this right. and probably this time of year touch it with a tissue probably every day. It's the strip, ready, between your nostrils. This little right here. That is your columella.
Wow.
Yeah, my brother shot a hockey puck in my face one day when we were playing acetone. So he lifted that thing. We were supposed to just be goofing around, right into my lip and my columella. I
wonder who names all these things.
Well,
you said they're Latin, so.
These are Latin. Probably Leonardo da Vinci when he was doing the human body. All right, I had to get a drink. This is so intense. All right, again, 0 for 7 for us here. All right, I'm going to do the best I can. Oh, you're going to like this one. You're going to like this one. All right, let's see. I got to make sure I get the right one here. I got to say this correctly. All right, here it comes. This is number 8. Perlicue. Now, you have 2 of these, as a rule. As a rule, most people have 2 of these. And it's, all right, I got to give you a little clue. It's somewhere from your shoulder down. You have a perlicue, and you have 2. Perlicue. Perlicue. All right?
Okay, I don't have but muscles.
You think they're muscles?
Got 2.
I'm going to work on my perlicues this week. No.
No?
Josh, any thoughts?
Shoulder blades.
Shoulder blades? No, those are scapulas. I think that's what they are. Perlicues. I know this is going to seem hard to believe. They're a space between your thumb and your forefinger. This is your, I got this right, perlicue right in here. I've never heard of that before. But I'll tell you one thing, if you get a cut in your perlicue and you grab a lemon or vinegar, right?
Oh, yeah.
My chef over here, you really sting on your perlicue. This is so interesting. I never ever heard of this one before, perlicue. So you got 2 of them as a rule. All right, folks, I hope you're having fun out there, and I know Mike is watching. I'm sure he's getting all these. I'm sure of it. All right,
Yeah,
you ready
they're
for
home? They got computers.
They shouldn't be looking these things up.
Oh, bad boys, bad girls.
But you know, when you do go to the doctor, you know, a lot of times they will use these terms, and what? You're who? You know, you ever look up ever go into like the patient portal and you're looking up your reports, and they'll be referring to, oh yes, Randy's Perlicue is very suspicious, and he should have that checked out. Or, but you know what? But you know what? You know, think about without. I know I'm digressing here a little bit. But without a Perlicue, how would you lift things? You know, you need to have that opposable thumb, as they call it. You know, not a lot of animals in the animal kingdom besides us guys. Yeah, and then how are you going to open up a can or whatever? You know, yeah, you're trying your best, but that thumb and your Perlicue, if you didn't have that, would be really difficult. All right. This next one sounds like something you would go to Scotland and buy. I don't know. Are you ready? You have two of these, and it's somewhere above your shoulders, all right? What is your tragus, or tragus? Tragus. I'll call it tragus.
Something in your nose?
No, I don't know. Tragus. You have two.
Nostrils?
It's not your nostril.
No?
No. Tragus, tragus or tragus. All right. Justin, what do you think?
Something in your throat.
Something in your throat. Something stuck in my tragus, like your esophagus or something? No. Okay. If you said any of those, you would be wrong. It is, I've always wondered about this. Ready? The little thing right here. Well, I can't do it on this ear because I got my earpiece. It's that little bony thing that sticks out of your ear, this little flap near your ear hole right there. It's when you get older, you have like a forest of hair sticking out of it. Mm-hmm. It's your tragus or tragus. Tiny flap near your ear hole. Once again, I have no idea why it's there. It's probably for protection or whatever from, well, I don't know.
For hair to grow.
Perfect place for hair to grow. It's a leftover.
Nothing on the head.
Nothing on the head.
Grow out the ears.
But you can go and get tragus.
Maybe it's something to direct sound into your ear.
It could be. It could maybe keeping insects out of your ear. I don't know. I know we do certain things. All right. So again, 0 for 9.
Me?
0. We're not doing very good here. But just think, folks. After you watch Chautauqua Sunrise, you can go home and have dinner and say, by the way, how's your Perlicue? I see there's something is on your tragus over there, and then your wife will slap you. I said, no, it's all right. All right, number 10. All right, I'm not making these up now. These are real words that refer to our bodies. All right, so you only have one of these as a rule. As far as I know, you're born with one. That's it. So this is number 10. I'll make sure I'm in the right order here. Okay. Now I'm probably going to say this wrong, and I actually knew this one. Okay, uvula. You know what it is. Okay, a lot of people probably know this, but Randy's looking at me.
I was terrible in school.
You were terrible in school. You didn't study.
They didn't give it to you in the detention. Made you read poetry.
You didn't study body parts. So U-V-U-L-A, uvula. All right, what do you think? It's somewhere in your head. I'll give you that much. We only got one.
Is that the little bump on the back of your head?
Good guess. No, it's not the bump on the back of your head. That's called, I don't know what that's called. Uvula. Okay. Any guess? You're running out of body parts on your head. I know you are. All right. Justin knows what it is. So if you go to the doctor, and what does the doctor want you to do? Say, what's he looking at? He's looking at the back of your throat, and I always call it the hanging down thingy.
Oh,
it's your uvula. It's a little flap that hangs down. And I
does
thought,
that vibrate?
I think
Like
it
sound?
can. Well, it's not so much for sound. I had to look up what good is it
Swallowing.
for swallowing. It creates saliva, keeps food from going down the wrong tube, like going up into your nasal cavity, and just helps with.
Mine don't work.
You mean mine don't work?
My food goes everywhere.
Well,
Pops out my ears.
when you go to the doctor, maybe you should have your uvula checked out.
I can see going to a doctor. Can you check this? Can you check that?
Well, now you know the word. You can go to your doctor and say, my uvula isn't working, I'm choking and gagging and all that good stuff. But, when you look at all these parts, they're important. Without them, we'd be in pretty bad shape. So, you been watching any of the Olympics?
Yeah, I like to watch them crash.
You like a crash? Did you see that? Did you see that aerial skier yesterday?
No.
He was like the champion from the past. He goes out like up in the air, 50 feet, like incredible. He's flipping around. He lands and he just leaned forward just wrong, and he did like 3 somersaults. I thought, oh my gosh, how are these
that
guys?
high? You got skis on and snow, fake snow, but
I don't know how they do it.
Seems like when you land, it would like be jumping 50 feet out of a building or something.
It's pretty incredible. But I think if you take your perlicue and you go like this, you start to spin. I don't know. I'm trying to use all my new words here, but it's fascinating. And you think about the skaters, the folks that are skiing, the hockey players, even curling. That's all a lot of physical activity, taking good care of yourself. And I watched the one woman that won the gold for the United States in the free skating, and she was phenomenal. And I look at how they prepare it. I didn't realize how much weight training goes in it, and obviously exercise, but running and just doing all kinds of things. I was wondering how they don't get dizzy. And they said they actually have to train the body not to get dizzy.
The way you look, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think they say you got to focus on one thing as you spin, and then you don't get dizzy. I would have a lot of trouble with that.
I could do everything they do, but
you can do them all.
When I get on ice skates, I can.
Yeah, you can do everything except.
Then I fall flat. I don't do it because I'm supposed to. It's just,
well, then you hurt your halix.
I hurt everything, and I have to call somebody to pull me up and drag me out of it.
Has there been any TV show that you've done in my place that you really enjoyed? Anything come to mind? I know you've done a few.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, you've filled in for me a lot.
I don't know which one right off. I mean,
well, how about guys? Anyone that you enjoy? How about Randy Anderson when he walks in the room?
Oh, he's funny.
Oh my gosh, he's a powerhouse, isn't he?
I'm trying to think if I had I've been interviewed back in the day, a kid from China.
Mm-hmm. That was probably on the Reed Power Show?
He said he had better grammar than I did.
Because you were involved with the Reed Power Show, right?
So I did a few with Reed. The first one was, I wrote everything down, tried to do it the way Reed does it. Mm-hmm. Halfway through the show, I'm out of questions. And it's like, but I had a good guess. She stuck with me, and we got through it.
Well, it's really fun, but it also can be a bit nerve-wracking. I know Jeff has filled in a few times over the years, and he's told me the same thing.
Well, my thing is,
get your cadence down. Yeah.
I have some questions. Some of them I write questions down, and you give me them, but I go, now if I totally blank out, just keep talking, and it works perfect. I get people most people I've had are just, they can talk, about their subjects, and I go, I gotta butt in once in a while and make it look like I'm here, but otherwise, I want to hear it too, because most of it I've never heard about,
Right.
I'm learning.
We've had some really wonderful guests. We've been so blessed to have so many people come on.
Africa a couple times.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You Karakakram. I forgot.
Kenya, I thought was like down in South Africa.
No.
I mean, I've been to Egypt, the top part, but I've never.
Okay.
I always wanted to. But. Okay.
All right, we've done 10 words, and I would have gotten 1. The uvula, you're 0. All right, here's a chance for redemption. This next one you have 1 of, and it's somewhere above your shoulders, okay? All right, I'm going to give it my best pronunciation because I believe the G is silent. So let me spell it for everybody that's listening. G-N-A-T-H-I-O-N. So I believe it would be pronounced Nathian, all right? All right, and I will tell you that most of us probably somewhere in our lives have injured or hurt our Nathian.
I'm going to have to say that name, neck.
Your neck. You're close, all right? I don't even know what the derivation of this word is, but you have one of these. Justin, any guess? Oh, he's over there researching. All right, your Nathian is when they say, take one on the chin. It's your lower chin down here.
That's close.
You were close. You had your throat. Yeah. A Nathian is your lower chin. I didn't realize you had parts of the chin, but I guess it's like this part is your mandible and your jaw.
Doctor's going to make their money with something.
It's a long word. Gnathion, your Nathian. All right, so I didn't know that one either. So it's amazing. Do you ever see some of those terms, folks, where they have old English terms, that are the things that people used to use years ago that we don't use anymore? Every once in a while I use a word at home and everybody will look at me and go like, what are you talking about? All right, here's a tough one. Okay, we've only got 3 words left, and you've got 0. So this is your chance for redemption. All right. Naison. Naison. Nason. Nason.
Nasals?
Well, is that your guess? I will tell you. Well, I didn't even tell you what body part. You only have one of these. All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, nose. I thought it was Nissan.
I'll tell you that it's on your head. Okay. You're fishing around now.
It's not hair then.
All right. It's not hair. All right. Nason. All right. So you say what?
I thought it was a car. I thought it was Nissan.
A Nason.
I said nose.
Nose. All right.
Well, it sounds like nasal. Or
Yeah, I think you're in the right area. All right. Let me see if I get this right. You only have one. It's the dip between your eyes, right in here. Okay. Now we said this up here was, let's see, the space between your eyebrows. This is your glabella, and this is your nason down here.
Oh,
so
something
it
to do with
kind of
the
makes a T in here. Glabella and nason.
There it goes up in there.
Do you really care?
I do.
Because
When you break it.
that is true. That's when someone punches you in your face and you break your nason. But also, when we're wearing glasses, I mean, how many times, somebody throws a ball and you get hit?
Oh, yeah.
You ever get that one right there? Mm-hmm. When I was doing student teaching years ago, I walked into a classroom and, let's just say it was kind of a unique situation. They were throwing a ball to the kids or something like that and threw a big old red rubber ball. It hit me right in the face, and I had a big old scar there forever, right on my nason. So that's the dip between your eyes. So I'm 1 for 12, and you're still 0 for 12. All right. So I got 2 more words. So did you say the snow was disappearing in Jamestown?
It did, but it came back overnight.
So how much snow did you guys get all together?
Too much.
Like how much is too much?
I don't know, but I've been cleaning the driveway out trying to get the ice out of it for.
It was above your knees.
Yeah,
so
it was high in the front.
Was that because that's where you shoveled and pushed it up, or
No.
is that?
No, that's because some areas we didn't plow at all.
Okay, so 2 feet of snow.
I had to walk out front and use a roof rake, and it was high. There was a chunk of ice that came off. It had to be several hundred pounds and just come sliding down.
Is this
one time.
typical for Jamestown? I've never lived in Jamestown.
I don't know.
It seems like it's pretty unusual.
Yeah, we had a couple bad winters, but before that it wasn't that bad, Would you get like 70 in December?
Yeah. We in Ripley we got quite a bit of snow, but we've had more. I mean, I remember one winter I was running out of places to put the snow, where this year it was manageable. You know what's interesting?
Just left it in the driveway and drove over it, and then it turned into a.
And you'll know this because you've been up to the house. We have fish gardens, and so every year I wait to see what's still going to be alive. In the lower fish garden, sure enough, there was 2 fish about that long. They were swimming around. The upper one, the little ones, they must be not as smart or something, but they froze and they're.
Oh, they had that one at the
Right
ice
under
castle, and they're trying to say when they cut it back out and put it in the lake, it'll come back.
I
don't know.
Question.
But that was so funny because the other day I put something on Facebook and I was like, what happened to that fish? Because I figured they just pushed it all over in a pile.
Yeah.
No, they went up there and chopped around it and took it and put it back in the lake.
I know.
Somebody here must have read it and got right back.
I know some some animals can do that. They can hibernate and then when it thaws out, they like frogs, I guess, and things like that. But The fish I'm talking about at my house, the little ones in the upper fish garden, and they're on their side.
Well, aren't they like the rich people think they can be frozen and brought back years later?
What do they call that? Say again?
Cryogenic.
Cryogenics, yes.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, Ted Williams. I think they got his part of his body. Walt Disney. I think that they've got his. Let's see, what do they have? His Pina, his Canthus. They've got his I see pictures of that going. I go, no, don't freeze me.
Just give me.
All right, let's go on to 13 and 14. We're going to have just enough time. All right, the next one. You have two of these. Your Axilla, Axilla, your Axilla. And I will tell you, Randy, this is from between your nathian, your lower part of your chin, and your tummy. All right, this would be somewhere in that area. Your axilla. I did not know this one. Axilla. What is your axilla? And you have two.
You got two?
Yeah. Your axilla. I didn't know this. Justin's indicating somewhere in the back, like your kidneys. Okay.
Oh.
No. I was really surprised when I found
I'll
out.
say ribs.
Your ribs? All right. You think? Well, you have more than two ribs.
Do I? Got one here and one here?
No. You got to go all the way up.
Oh.
Remember when we were all real skinny? You could feel your ribs.
I don't remember.
You don't remember those days.
I don't think it ever was.
All right. Your axilla is a fancy word. It says for your armpit.
Oh. Should have said put deodorant in your axilla.
Exactly. So tomorrow morning when you get up, you can say, I'm going to put some deodorant in my axilla. I'm not making these words up. These are real terms. You can find them in the dictionary. You can find them on Wikipedia. So 0 for 13. Randy, I am confident you're going to do the last one. Justin's going to get it. Jeff's going to get it. I knew this one. I'm going to guess 97% of my audience is going to know this one. Are you ready? I got great hopes for you that you're going to get this one. Sternum.
I've heard of it, but I can't think of it.
All right.
Something in the back, right?
I'll tell you in a minute. So Sternum, sternum. All right. It's not what you put in a little can and heat up your soup. That's sternum. This is sternum. All right. And I will give you a clue. It's between your nathian and your and your waist. So it's on your front side. Sternum. You ever do CPR?
It's a big bone.
Oh, right up in here somewhere.
Chest.
All right, Jeff says it's the big bone. There you go. I'll give you half credit for that.
Half credit.
Your
wow.
sternum is a piece of bone that protects your inner organs and so forth, and blood vessels, and it's that hard breastbone right there. You know, when somebody punches you in the sternum and knocks you down. All right, Justin, do you know sternum? Yeah. Have you taken any of the Red Cross CPR classes, you know that you got to push down below the sternum area there and get that heart going and stuff like that. So anyways, sternum.
I watch emergency every day.
Break ribs.
Yeah, the xiphoid process.
Okay. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed today's little adventure in body parts and so forth. It's just something I wanted to do for some time. So I hope you did better than we did. I had 2 out of 14. Randy got a half a point. Justin, would you get 1? Good thing we're not great.
I got a big
there's your big 0. About 2. He's going to go 2. All right, folks, we're going to do this on next week once again. We're going to have our special 600th guest that we had to reschedule because of because the power outage. Power outage. We were all sitting here in the dark that day, and we hope that you're going to be safe this weekend. Watch for the weather and icing up and so forth. And Randy, as always, thanks for joining me. It was fun. I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but as I told you, I didn't know 12 of the 14 terms.
See why I hated school.
Oh, well, you learn some things. So from now on, practice pronouncing all your words. And bye-bye. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, I bet that you were probably a handful.
I crashed.
All right. So, anyways, have a nice weekend. I'm Doc Hamels signing off for Chautauqua Sunrise. You can check this out on YouTube and Spectrum 1301 throughout the week, and on our Facebook page, and forever and ever on YouTube, right? All right, take care. We'll see you next time. Randy, thanks as always. That was fun. That was tough, right? I thought it was hard. That was hard.